What's up, Nom Noms? For this week's video, we will be making Sourfruit Tart from the video game Horizon Forbidden West. Now, this is probably the last Utaru dish we are going to be making, so I already hope you've watched this video, but if you haven't, you can learn more about the Utaru right here. The game describes this dish as a baked treat made with sweet and slightly tart berries topped with sour fruit juice. To replicate the dish, we are going to be making a blueberry and lemon tart. Let's dig in. Before we actually make the tarts in real life, I wanted to take a look at how we actually acquire them in the game and whether or not they're worth anything.
Since this is an Utaru dish, we will once again be going to Plainsong to talk to the cook there. It looks like this dish only requires 3 river bloom leaves, so it's already got that going for it. Now we are going to make this a job and our active quest. Let's see where the game wants us to go to get our ingredients. Wow, that seems like a really long way to travel for some leaf. Well, I guess there's nothing to do but fast travel to Barren Light. At least the river bloom leaf is supposedly close to the settlement. Still annoying we have to travel so far though. Alrighty, this pretty flower thing floating on the river is river bloom leaf. Now we will just pluck a couple for ourselves and head back to Plainsong. Hopefully the dish's perks will make the trek for ingredients worth it. And now that we have our tart, let's check out what it's supposed to do. Eating this dish should boost my potion proficiency by 3 levels, which means health potions provide more healing and all potions are faster to consume. To test this, I'm going to get my health fairly low and use a small health potion. I'll do the test twice, once without the food and once with the food. A small health potion provides 313 health, so I'll be looking to get my health below 200. Now, to get my health below 200 without actually killing myself, I'm going to give myself acid poisoning. So here I am, stepping into this acid cloud, so I can be poisoned. I've actually never watched this animation. Kinda looks like I have poison ivy or something. Okay, my health is finally below 200, so it's time to try the health potion without the food. I'm expecting to receive 313 health, so if we do some quick maths, I should be at 497. Let's test it out. Well, it looks like I already drink potions really fast, so I'm not sure that drinking it faster will do much, honestly. And now, let's confirm we got the right amount of health. What? Only 496? I've been robbed. Why am I 1 health point short? What else am I not getting maximum benefits on? Anyways, the results for the non-food test are the following. 1, I already drink potions really freaking fast. And 2, I gained 312, not 313, health from a small health potion. Let's compare this to what happens when I eat the Sourfruit Tart. As you can see, I have already consumed the tart and am in the process of lowering my health. It's now below 200, so it's time to consume the health potion. Once again, I consumed that really fast. Maybe faster than before, but the change is pretty minimal. Now let's see how much health I gained. I was at 182 before, and I'm at 557 now. So with some quick math wizardry, we will see that I gained 375 health. So the results for the food test are, 1, I drank the potion very fast again, and 2, I gained 375 health points, which is 63 more than without food. In conclusion, this dish is getting a C. Sure, it does what it says it's going to do, but the benefits are kind of lame, especially when you consider how far you have to go for the ingredients. For 63 more health points, I'd rather just drink a bigger potion.
Alright, while it may be kind of questionable how good the tarts are in the game, I guarantee you the tarts we're about to make are going to totally blow your socks off.
To make the blueberry lemon tarts, we must first make the tart dough. We will need 1½ cups of all-purpose flour, 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 stick of unsalted butter, 1 egg yolk, and 2 teaspoons of water. Once you have your ingredients ready, it's time to assemble. You'll add your flour, sugar, and salt into your mixing bowl, followed by your butter. The butter should be cut into small squares and should also be cold. I usually prep my butter first and then stick it right back into the fridge while I prep everything else. Turn on your mixer, starting at the lowest speed, cranking it up a notch or two as the butter starts to mix in. You'll know it's done once things start looking like a course meal. While that's going, I thought I should point out that yes, my setup looks different. I'm visiting my family, and my mom has very graciously lent me her kitchen. Actually, this is the second time I'm filming this video. As it turns out, the first take wasn't that great, but more on that later. Once you've achieved the correct texture, it's time to add the egg yolk and water and start mixing again. I like to gradually add my water so that I'm only adding exactly what I need to get the dough to combine. Remember, you can always add more water, but you can't take it out. You're basically going to mix until the dough forms a ball. Look, now you can see it's starting to come together. And done! Now we need to wrap the dough in plastic wrap and set it in the fridge for 1 hour. While that's chilling, we can start working on our filling. We will need about 3 cups of blueberries washed and dried, a 1/3 cup of sugar, a pinch of salt, the juice of 1 lemon, and about a lemon's worth of lemon zest. All we are going to do is toss our blueberries into a gallon Ziploc bag and add the lemon juice. I like to use a strainer so that I can ensure that no seeds or pulp goes in. Finally, we add in our sugar. And then we just mix it up a little bit, shake things around. Once you've got it all combined, we'll just put this into the fridge until we are ready to use it. Once your dough has chilled, it's time to roll it out. I'm going to flour my surface and my rolling pin to avoid any sticking. Now, while I work on this, let's go back to talking about me filming this video twice and working in my mom's kitchen. When I originally made these tarts, I used 4-inch tart pans. Once I realized I would need to film again, I naturally wanted to use the same size tart pan, and I just assumed my mom, who has 1,000,001 cooking and baking gadgets, would have the size I was looking for. As you can probably see, I was mistaken, and now I'm making little mini tarts because that's what I had available. The nice thing about this recipe is that it lends itself to whatever size tart you would want. You can make about 6 4-inch tarts or 12 mini tarts. Once you've rolled out your dough, you'll want to use a ring mold or whatever you have that's circular to cut out your dough. I'm using my mom's biscuit cutter. Don't worry if you can't cut out enough circles on your first pass. You can always roll out the remaining dough again. That's actually what I ended up doing. Now it's time to fit the dough to the tart pan. A good tart crust should be very thin, so that's what you are aiming for. Honestly, I kind of found it harder to get this thin crust with these mini tarts, but they do look really cute. After you have fitted all the dough to your tart pans, you are going to add lemon zest to the bottom of the tarts. You'll just want to take a little pinch and spread it along the bottom like so. Next, we will add our blueberries. You'll want to fill your tarts up all the way to the top. How many blueberries that will take really changes depending on the tart pans you are using. If you have some extra blueberries left over, just eat them. They taste pretty good. Once your tarts are filled, they will go into a 425-degree oven. For the small tarts, I bake them for about 20 minutes, and for the larger tarts, I bake them for about 30. The last step in creating our tarts is getting them out of the tart pan. When making these tarts, I recommend pans that have removable bottoms. As you can see here, getting them out of these mini pans is a real nuisance. I'm going to share a shot of the original video so you can see how easy it is to remove the tarts when they actually have removable bottoms. Apologies for the bad quality. See how quick that was? But all things considered, they still look beautiful on the plate.
Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of blueberries, but the blueberries plus lemon with just like a little bit of sugar that's on there makes this really tasty. Woo! And the crust is so thin. I mean, look at that. So thin. I probably cooked my crust a little bit too long. Should have watched a little bit closer, so it's a little bit bitter, but it still tastes really good. Definitely, this is a good. This is definitely a winner here. Winner, winner, Sourfruit Tart for dinner. Next week we'll be switching gears and cooking up some awesome dishes. So be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss it. See you next week when we dig into Bitter Brew Boar.